Yo, so now we here to talk about Generation 7. How good is Generation 7 in competitive Pokemon in VGC? Generation 7 added a lot of shit, including regional forms and Ultra Beasts. I think this is probably where the power creep really started to show a little bit in the last couple of generations. Obviously, a lot of the Ultra Beasts are very powerful, and there's a lot of really good Pokemon in this gen. To start it off, arguably the best competitive Pokemon that's ever been to ever exist, and that is Incineroar, with the fucking combination of its Intimidate ability and its crazy move pool of Fake Out. It gets Parting Shot, U-Turn, fucking Snarl, anything, Flare Blitz, Darkest Lariat, whatever the fuck you want to run on it. It's just a broken fucking Pokemon. It's one of the best support Pokemon ever. It's a multiple time world champion. It is just a fucking staple in competitive Pokemon. As soon as it's allowed in the format, it's just dominant. You can throw it onto any team that you want, and it just does what it does. And Incineroar plays its game and does what it does, no matter what the fuck is like, no matter what's around it or what's on the field. And Incineroar is just that good. You also have fucking a lot of Hail Pokemon here. Alolan Ninetales is really good. Sets up Hail, gets a Roar Veil. It's very similar to Abomasnow, but Ice Fairy is has really good offensive coverage, and it's a good Pokemon. It's right there with Abomasnow. Now the other two starters, Decidueye and Primarina, they're kind of mid. They have some niche roles every now and again, like you see them pop up every now and again. The AV Assault Vest, Decky Dewey is pretty good. It was actually pretty good in Sword and Shield for a little bit. Just a fucking physical and special wall. When rain teams are super popular, Decidueye is a decent counter. Has a really good move pool. Brave Bird, gets Shadow Sneak. It gets its fucking signature move. It's got some. It got some moves. Throat Spray, Hyper Voice, Primarina hits like a fucking truck. You gotta respect it. Even though there's probably a lot better Pokemon to use, but it's not that bad though. Now, Mudsdale was really good in Gen 8 with its fucking stamina ability, and then Dynamax. It was kind of cheese for a little bit. It was kind of a menace. But definitely some kind of unsung heroes and very good Pokemon here, like Serena. Serena is really good because it gets Queenly Majesty, which shuts down all priority moves. So that means no Fake Out, no Mach Punch, Shadow Sneak, none of that shit. Just shuts it down. And then being able to just eliminate Fake Out is just a broken VGC ability. It's so good. And also, Oranguru is a good Trick Room setter. It also gets its signature move Instruct, which lets a Pokemon move twice or does its same move again. So, like, if Torkoal uses Eruption, which is going to go first in Trick Room, then Oranguru can instruct it to do that same Eruption again in the same turn, which is really fucking powerful. And then Mimikyu. Mimikyu is a broken Pokemon. Disguise is one of the best abilities in the game. Amazing Trick Room setter, was insane in fucking Generation 8 Sword and Shield Dynamax. It sets up Trick Room, but then you can Shadow Sneak like Calyrex Ice under Trick Room, set up Weakness Policy, and then sweep. With Disguise, it's almost like a free fucking Trick Room. Like, it's so hard to, you gotta break its Disguise with one move, and then you gotta knock it out with your next one to prevent Trick Room from going up. Like, it's really hard. And then you could just run like Mental Herb on it to prevent taunt. Like, people were dead ass double taunting Mimikyu in the same turn in Gen 8 to prevent Trick Room. Like, it's really free. Definitely busted Pokemon. And I hate to say it, but Bruxish is good. It's fucking ugly as shit, but it's actually good because it gets the ability Dazzling, which is basically Queenly Majesty, prevents all fucking priority moves, and again, preventing Fake Out's just really good. But in Generation 7, you have the Tapus and you have the Ultra Beast. So now we gotta talk about it. Out of all the Tapus, I want to say that Tapu Fini is the best one. Water Fairy is just such an amazing typing. It gets great moves. The Calm Mind Money Water set was so good in Gen 8. Misty Surge is really good. Prevents like all status. So like prevents all sleep. No Amoonguss Spore shit. No Will-O-Wisp, none of that shit. That's just too good. Second place, I think Tapu Lele is pretty good. If it got expanding force, it would be super broken. And if they actually gave Tapu Koko like a good like physical like move set more, it could be really good too. But it's kind of stuck, using Dazzling Gleam and stuff. But it's still pretty good. Electric Terrain's really. Now Tapu Bulu is just worse Rillaboom. Like you just wouldn't run Bulu over Rillaboom. Like Rillaboom's it's just better. So it just doesn't get. Now, as far as the fucking Ultra Beasts go, most of them are broken. Pheromosa is so fucking fast, so fucking good. You pretty much have to run Focus Sash on it, but Pheromosa can do so many things. It's so good. Celesteela is just a fucking wall. It could do anything you fucking wanted to do. It's a very versatile Pokemon. Actually had a lot of VGC success. It could run like a bulky like Leech Seed type stall set, or you could run like Air Slash, high special attack, and start sweeping like with Beast Boost and stuff. It can do a lot. Power Meteor Beam Celesteela is pretty fucking nasty. And then next you got Kartana. Kartana was also really good. It has the highest attack stat in all of Pokemon. In all of Pokemon. Like, the most. So, if that doesn't tell you, it's you got the fucking Guzzlord, which it sucks, but it's fun. I wish Buzzwole was better, but, shout out to, Gaming and Gains type shit, but, it's funny. And Nihilego, it also gets power Meteor Beam, which isn't, that's a fucking new coming from Stab Rock type. Then it gets some other good moves, but the other Ultra Beasts are better, in my opinion. I wish Xurkitree was better, but it's just not. It's too slow. This is too slow. Okay, so now we gotta talk about the legendaries Lunala and Solgaleo. They're pretty good. Lunala is definitely way better. Lunala gets a lot of play. Lunala has had tons of VGC success in restricted formats. Shadow Shield is just so good. Can get Trick Room, can also get Meteor Beam, and what's its fucking signature move? Moongeist Beam is really powerful. It's a good Pokemon. I think Calyrex Shadow Rider is better, but it's a good Pokemon. Overall, I think Gen 7 is really fucking strong. Best starter in competitive ever. Ultra Beasts are really powerful. Mimikyu is really good. There's tons of really powerful Pokemon here. I didn't even mention Toxapex, which is good. Oricorio is pretty cheese. They got some good shit. Gen 7's really good. Like, it's really good. Probably better than Gen 1. Competitive? I don't know. It's tough. It's getting really tough. To rank these is getting tough, but this is a good, powerful gen. This is definitely when you start to see the power creep start to go up. Make sure you guys stick around to see Gen 8.